Do you want to talk about your Reddit post first?
Oh yeah, so the new HTC what is it, the Flow headset?
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jert is never okay. I noticed that the
I hate these
Flow
chairs. I hate
looks a
these
lot like
chairs.
Pop
You
One
could just like
goggles.
click on the chair, right? And yeah, there you go.
I'm not gonna buy
Perfect.
the Flow. I don't think so.
No, it looks
Say it again?
honestly
Willy Wonka goggles.
not great.
Is that you?
Yeah, the Willy Wonka goggles, they
I
look a
saw it.
lot like.
Yeah, someone posted that
PJ's
in the memes
goggles.
channel. Was that you or is that Bruh? I think it was Bruh.
He probably posted my meme from Reddit that I made. I made that meme. Is it PJ next to some guy wearing them with a
No,
blue?
it's just Willy
blue one?
Wonka, but it has the flow on it.
Oh, the Willy Wonka one. Okay, I've seen that.
You okay?
Oh,
Jay?
now Pasta wants an invite.
No, you can't have it. Don't invite him.
Oh, it's too late. I hit it.
God damn it! What's up, Cled? It's too late. You can't do it now. So anyway, let's
It's too
talk
late.
about that new VR headset, eh?
I just immediately boot him.
I haven't seen
We're
any
gonna-
videos. I saw Thrill posted a video about it, but I haven't watched it yet. I assume the consensus is why, but that's usually the consensus for a lot of Vive products, right?
Well, the lenses are cool. The lenses are like have dioptries, so you don't have to wear your glasses. You
Oh.
can set in the amount of how is it called in English? The amount of
How
vision
screwed
loss.
your
You can set the
eyes?
amount of, yeah, how screwed your eyes are. You can set it in. I have like 4.5 and 5.
Wait, you
and
could
can
actually set that in?
rotate the lenses. Yes, you can set it in. If you look
that
at
a
some
thing?
pictures that leaked,
Yeah.
yeah. If you look at
Why
the
haven't we
pictures
created?
that they
Gla-
leaked,
Why do
it's-
we even create glasses anymore if that's a thing? Why don't we just have glasses that you can just like auto? Like, why don't we have one pair of
'Cause they'd
glasses?
be really
Because
thick.
they're heavy. Because they're heavy. They're
Okay.
heavy.
Okay.
They're very heavy.
Okay.
So
Well-
they have like pancake lenses, I think they're called, and you can dial them. Look, you can rotate them, and you can like I have 5 and 4.5. I just have to dial one on 5 and one on 4, and then I can play without glasses.
Huh.
The Vive Flow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Wasn't the refresh
Only
rate like
that
75
there's no
or
games
something?
to play because it doesn't play games really.
Wasn't the
Huh?
refresh rate garbage though?
Huh?
I only saw like basic specs, but I saw it was like 75 hertz or something.
It's
That's,
not meant to play games really. It's meant to be like a media device.
Porn.
So like meditating apps and like
Porn.
movies and
Porn.
yeah, porn.
And yeah,
That's
yeah,
hand
yeah.
tracking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Like
it's,
Sex Like Real is the best right now. For VR.
Give me an index
the
2.
best.
Well, the index looks the best, but it's not the best for not getting screwed. Like accidentally picking up items when you're mid-fight and all sorts of stuff.
Have you changed your grip settings to not grab
I
things as easily?
tried to do that, and I couldn't. I don't know if maybe I just need to look up because I like went through all the settings one day, and I just kept trying different people's settings to see if I could make it work.
Is there, Sumatchi, is there a way that I can put a picture in the stream, in the Twitch stream chat? Can I put pictures in?
For what? Oh,
Yeah,
like-
I found the picture of the Vive Flow inside where you can dial the dioptries of your like eye loss,
oh,
like eyesight loss.
yeah. If you link it in the chat,
Or
I
I
can
can-
open it.
Or I can send it to you.
Yeah, I can just put it in the
Um,
video later. If you Discord it to me, I can just add it to the video later. We can do that.
Yeah.
I'll link my meme so people know what we're talking about at the beginning.
So let's talk about VR headsets for Pop, or for any game rather. Index probably. Quest 2 is probably the best for the money, but Index 2 win.
Yeah, but don't buy anything right now because something's bound to come out soon or get announced.
The Index 2. The Index 2 is rumored to have micro OLED screens, and I'm so happy because it's OLED. I'm so
so we can
fucking
have the
happy.
black or
Micro OLED
blacks.
screen. Yeah, I missed
And
that
supposedly
so
they got rid of
much.
the tracking
Yeah,
jitter.
I missed
hopefully,
the Quest
too.
1.
Yeah, that tracking jitter is weird, but I'll believe it when I see it. Index 2, got 2 years, 6 months, something. Sometime between now and 4 months or 4 years, maybe sometime. Don't count on it.
is Deez.
The Quest 2 though, that's more concrete. We've actually like seen
Why did-
pictures
why
of the
did you invite
controllers.
Pasta?
Like those are real pictures.
Wait, there was pictures of controllers that I missed?
Yeah, the Quest Pro
Oh, the Quest Pro.
has like
Quest.
no tracking ring, and then it has cameras in the controller.
Yeah, I've seen those.
So the controllers self-track. Yeah.
Pastor, are you gonna join us or?
Oh, I got timed out for 5 seconds because
Pastor
I
looks like he
posted
set
the
up his
link.
own
Oh,
camera
yeah,
above
just
your
just
camera.
send it to me or send it to one of the mods.
Nah,
Send it to like
I
Exo.
wanted to make my
Jert
guest
is
appearance
unable
for
to
1
learn how to
second.
use chairs.
The new Vive thing.
Yeah, I
will use your
don't
phone
know
as
how to
controller.
chair.
I heard the new
He
Vive.
doesn't know
Okay,
how to use
I did hear
chairs.
that, Big Worm. I heard the new Vive thing will use your phone as a controller, but I think Z-Storm made a post about how the refresh rate is stuck at 75 and it's not compatible with iOS or something. I saw like a quick Twitter post.
I saw that, but
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was about.
So,
All of that's the case.
Pasta, take a sit. We're
But it
live.
supposedly it has
Thanks.
hand tracking. So
I just wanted to make my guest appearance for a split second. My voice can't handle the hour-long.
Okay, make
I
your
just
guest
wanted to say
appearance.
hi.
Make your guest appearance. Welcome, Pasta.
Hello.
safety settings, block pasta. Safety settings.
And
on.
Don't block me. You can catch me on Discord and Population 1. I'm sick. I'm dying from Deez.
Cool. Thanks. These what, Pasta?
Yeah, I'm heading out.
All right.
Bye.
I don't use Twitch much, so I don't really know what I'm doing.
Exo got
Earlier
it.
when
Yeah,
I was
it
doing
works.
sign language looking,
Exo got it.
I was doing it pasta.
All right. Well,
Note
what
to
else?
self, don't invite
invite pasta.
pasta.
Yep,
Let's
got it.
yeah.
Got it added. But we haven't done this in. We didn't do it last week for sure. Did we do it the week before? I think we did, right? But
I don't remember.
it's been
Maybe
a
not.
little while. I think it might have been 2 weeks without. I know we definitely didn't make it last week because my car broke down. I was in such a weird situation last week. So the full story is like, I left Wednesday morning to go see my mom because it was her birthday, and then on the way, before I went to the car shop, and they're like, "Yeah, you're fine. Like everything's good to go." So it's like a 6-hour drive. Start driving back Thursday morning so that I could get home early and like record 2 different videos and then record like the patch update for Pop 1 and like all sorts of stuff. Car breaks down like right before we go over the pass in the mountains, so I had no service. We had to like hitchhike 10 or 15 miles back to the town to get service and like call the mechanic. Called AAA, and I'm like, "Yeah, how much is it gonna cost to tow my car all the way back home?" They're like, "Yeah, that'll be $1,900." It's like, "Oh, well, how many miles am I covered for?" They're like, "You're covered for 20 miles." I'm like, "Sweet." So they towed it to the town we were at. Apparently, this is
You might as
happening
well
to
said
everybody
You might as well
right now.
said 1 mile.
Right. Apparently, this is and then it's like pay like $4 per additional mile past that or something, or like $5. It's crazy. So we get back to the town, and my sister's like, "All right, I guess what we have to do is we have to rent a car. We'll tow it to a repair shop." And I was ready. I was like, "All right, we tow it to the repair shop." And my mom's planning on coming up in a little bit, and then we'll just drive back, or I'll go back with her and then drive my car back up, and it'll all work out. But it'll still be really expensive. And my sister's like, "Cool, let's get a rental car." So we call up like all of the rental places within the like closest 80 miles, and apparently this is happening to everybody right now, where everybody's going on vacation because COVID's slowing down.
Yo, DJ can't join because the world is
Because it's what?
the world's not Quest compatible right.
Oh, okay. Well, tell him to get in Quest. I don't know. I'll message him.
get on his
Anyways,
PC.
TLDR.
Go ahead. Sorry.
TLDR. The rental shop didn't have any cars to rent because this is happening to everybody. I was like, okay, so what are people doing? They're like, "Oh, people are using any means necessary to get home, and then they're flying back and then driving home once their car is repaired." I'm like, okay, how long is the repair time right now? They're like, "Well, everybody's backed up, so we won't be able to get to your car for about 3.5 weeks. Like, Jesus. So my sister had the good idea of like, where else rents cars or like rents vehicles you can use? U-Haul. So we called up like a U-Haul, and we ended up driving a U-Haul back like 370 miles. And it ended up not being
Nice. That's a good
too
idea,
crazy.
though.
But the best part about it was that you can rent a trailer with the U-Haul. So we like got my car onto the trailer and then towed my car all the way back to my house. It in the U-Haul. It all worked
Nice.
out. Like we
was
ended with
epic.
my car like next to my apartment, and yeah. So that was why I wasn't around last week. But there was a lot of changes. They brought Legions back. What do you guys think about them doing that? It's not the main mode anymore, so
Amazing.
It's not around as often, but
I still like it. I mean, I last time Legions was here, I only played Legions. I felt like this time I feel like I'm playing a mix of the two.
yeah, I gotcha.
I've still heard
Squads
people,
is still the way to go. I like squads.
Yeah, it just I don't know. I just sometimes I'm in the mood for Legions. Sometimes I'm in the
Legions
mood
is
for squads.
different. It's fun. It's a different spin.
It definitely feels like
It's
you're
one of the
carrying
most
5 other
fun
people
mini games.
sometimes, especially if you play by
Yes, it
yourself.
does.
Can we speaking of
So,
mini games, can we get a
That
target
can get
practice?
frustrating.
Can we get a target practice, please? Like while we're waiting, or something, like in the lobby.
You want bots to come out and attack you?
Sussy Baka Ball.
Jert looks like he's trying to get dollars right now. He looks like he's trying to get those bills.
What?
Yeah, we need JT.
You look
around
like you're
too.
performing,
We need
Jert.
JT and the Kermit.
You look like you're performing.
Oh,
If Kermit was twerking right now, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, Jert has full body.
Oh, I don't see him because I see him as a robot, but I can see
Oh, he's
what
a
he's
banana.
doing on the stream.
Yeah, he's a banana.
Yes, I can see him on the stream.
Oh, is it because you guys aren't
the stream
friends?
open.
You have him hidden.
do I have weird
no, it's
settings on
because I-
where like people can't see
No,
me?
it's because I have.
Jert, are you a
everybody
full-body
blocked for
banana?
Performance.
I'm full body banana, but I'm really bad at setting up my full body tracking.
But Legion's
I
good.
have only friends shown.
Legion's, Drason?
Legions is good, yeah.
Bad?
What about? What
I mean,
about,
it's exactly
I
the same. I loved it the first time.
I like Legions. Legions is great.
Compared to
You
You like it
squads.
better than squads?
Well, I had some great experiences in Legions, being on top of like a canister, on top of a silo with all 3 squads alive. Me being on top and being attacked from all sides with an AK, and just getting kills. Only in Legions you can do that.
That's very true.
Like so many enemies all around you, and
they're
my
all
teammates were
low
all
health.
dead, and they kept reviving, and they were like zombies with knives, and my teammates would like just rush the enemies with knives, and while they are being distracted, I would shoot from above. Like that only happens in Legion. It doesn't happen in squads.
We need a zombies mode. Like we've done it a few times as like custom
Yeah.
mode things, but like Halloween or something, give us like night mode and give us like zombies. But this event's going on with the
Yeah,
light
Night
and
Mode
dark.
needs to come back.
Light or dark.
What team did y'all pick?
I am light.
It's rigged. We all know it.
Are you light?
I'm light.
You're
I'm
dark.
light. I'm
What
light. Starwind. It's rigged. I wonder what team he picked.
Was Starwin, was I
rigged.
playing with you the day that it started? Who's I playing with? I was playing with somebody
Maybe.
else. And whoever I was playing with distinctly said, "Oh, Jert, do you regret picking the light team because you're losing? Because for the first 20 minutes, the dark team was ahead." And I was like, "Nah, we'll be okay." And then from then on,
And then
Light
Bagel
was
hit
taking
the
over.
Bagel hit the button.
and then Bagel hit the switch.
The
Make
switch.
light
There goes
win.
light. All right, guys, we only made a light mode map, so we need light to win. No. So the way that it
choose-
works. Oh, go ahead.
I choose light. I choose light because I didn't buy any Arctic skin, any winter skin. So I said, okay, I need the white camo for the winter update when everything's white. I don't have anything
True,
white.
true.
That's
So let's
smart.
choose light. So I'm
Some big
That is
guns,
very
right?
smart.
white.
Some people
I mean,
are
the dark
actually good
skin's
at the
not
game.
good for being
You
low
guys didn't wanna be
because
Karen?
you can't head peek with it well.
But what if they get a Karen DLC
When you-
for the game and you like they had a Walmart?
I
or
really
something?
did want the other skin. I was upset
Yeah.
when I realized that the light skin was
You're
the
not
one
gonna have all
that
the
I
skins
got
in
and
the
it
game
doesn't have.
anymore. How's that feel?
I'm only missing one. Everyone else is missing 2. Get rocked.
At least 2, yeah. That's fair. I'm missing like
At
I'm
least
missing
2.
tons.
yeah, I'm missing probably 100.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It gets expensive if you
Dark-
have to buy every
Dark
skin. It
Ace?
gets
Dirt
expensive.
had
I've got a lot of
every single
skins,
skin
yeah.
in the game until this event where you have to
Until
purchase all.
this. Yeah.
Now he will never have all.
How expensive is it to have everything?
I would have to look
1,000,
up my Oculus.
It's not that.
At
bad.
least $20, maybe more.
Yeah, it's at least $1.
$20.
You can pay for all of the
Well, at
skins with the
least wait.
$20 in-game currency we got from the Invitational, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's basically okay.
Wait, what?
Basically, he got all the
So
skins.
we got free currency for winning.
No, we only got $20. So the prize for winning the Invitational was everybody's like, man, there's another tournament going on that's like $1,000 prize pool. I bet Vortex like got so much money off that. We got the skin, the Platinum Brood, which is amazing, and then we got $20 in-game currency, just $20. That's it. That was our prize pool. So it's mostly just the skin, but
Worked out.
with
And
those
$20 in-game currency. They were smart that they gave you the in-game currency, not even real
Yep,
money.
yep.
Like they just have to type it in.
you're like, yeah, just give them some.
Yep,
things.
yep.
Doesn't cost anything to them.
It's their
give-
money. Like
Yeah.
it's their currency. It's their like monetization. So they just have to type in a code, like the amount of money you receive. So they don't even give you.
I bet
real
it was a
money.
code, and I bet if you guys go to like the coupon section of the store and you tried enough codes, like you're like Vortex, Invitational, it might give you $20.
Yeah. There's no way.
What do you think?
There's no way that it's Vortex.
Chat, go spam codes now.
I would
Let us know
laugh.
if they work. Post it
What
on
if
Reddit.
that's how they've actually coded all of their
That would be
things?
hilarious. But yeah, I think Legions is great. The Crystal event, it's not. Here's why Light's winning. It's because Light has the most devoted people. Because a lot of the people on Light, like myself, I'm not sure if Jert was the same way, but I was like, oh, I bet everybody's gonna pick Dark, so I'm gonna pick Light, so I have a challenge. That was literally the reason that I picked Light.
Everybody did pick Dark.
Everybody did pick Dark, but that's the reason that Light's winning is because the population of Dark is so big and it brings like the average down. Because it's not based on like
Yeah,
total
I'm just not
crystals.
bad.
Well,
It's based
I knew
on-
that
Thank
we
you for explaining why it's rigged.
well,
It's-
I-
technically,
Whatever
not
team
rigged
has the
because-
least people. No. Whatever team has the least people is always gonna win.
That's not true. You just have to have the people that play
Yep.
the most.
No. Check it out. The team that has the most people
Mm-hmm.
is gonna be the team that has the most low time playing.
No.
Yeah, if the majority, if
That's not how
99% of
averages
people
work,
are
Starwin.
casuals.
That's not how
Listen,
average
if 99% of people are casuals,
Right.
right? And they all go pick Dark Side, and they don't play the game but like an hour a week, and then you got like a medium-sized group of people on Light that play 50 hours a week, then the Light team's always gonna win.
Sure. But you're assuming that 99% of people will all go pick Dark. Now, why is that?
Because most people are evil.
Okay. Well, as we learned here,
So I spent
Good will
over
prevail.
$300 on Pop 1.
$300.
goodwill
$300.
More than
prevail,
20.
Goodwill
good will
prevail.
prevail always. Moral of the story.
It's something close to 400 at this point because I'm about to have to re-up. I'm running out of Bureau Gold. So $20 was
Sounds
given
like a
to
banana
me.
with an addiction.
Have you still been suffering the
Yeah.
Bureau Gold issue, where you
Yes.
can't buy it? Like you have to add money to your Steam wallet and then buy it after that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I had that issue. Yeah, I had that issue.
Yep, pretty sure it's still there.
Yeah.
I
I
bought the
haven't
Morgan
bought
skin. I
much.
had to add funds.
But every time I tried to buy something, I had that bug.
Yeah, I had that
Yeah,
twice, and I
that's
know a
frustrating.
couple people had. I know Rasta was trying to buy skins, and it kept happening to him. So definitely a thing.
I actually
Beware of
added
that,
funds to my
VR
Steam
users.
wallet. I added funds to my Steam wallet, and then when I went to the game and purchased, it froze on the purchasing screen. And I'm like, I have funds in my wallet. What the hell? And it turns out you still have to go onto your desktop and click something.
Really.
I was actually
yeah.
about to reset my game. Just saw it there.
I got mine did that, and then it said purchase failed, and then I was like, oh, that's weird. And then the Bureau Gold appeared in my account, and the money was docked anyways, and I was like, okay, apparently not. But so that's a thing, Steam VR users. If you try to buy gold and like add the exact amount to buy the gold, it might break on you. So go add funds to your wallet outside of the game, and then try to buy it with the funds already in your wallet. Just so you know.
Play on Oculus and just hope that your left controller doesn't break because you'll never get it replaced.
Can we talk about controllers breaking?
Why not?
They'll replace your right one though.
Why not?
Well,
Why not
they have
stop?
like a shortage of controllers. I saw another post today that somebody was frustrated. They got an email saying that they sent in their Oculus controller, and they were like, "So we were gonna refurbish your controller, but we ran out of refurbished controllers, so we don't know when they'll be back in stock, but we'll get you one as soon as we can." And he's like, what?
Isn't refurbishing
Then he
a
looked on the
controller,
website
like-
and he's like, well, you can't even buy one. And then like 2 days later, they were available in stock on the website to buy. And he messaged them like, hey, what's up? And they were like, we'll let you know when we can get you a refurbished one.
Well, I got lucky with Steam. Steam, every time something broke, they always changed it.
Yeah.
I haven't sent mine in yet, but I planned on sending mine in, so I bought a brand new Quest this month. And all I need to do is record my video and send in all my controllers and hopefully get them replaced. But then my newest left controller, it hasn't even been a month. I just replaced the battery. I haven't even replaced the battery. It's the same battery that came with it, and I'm about to have to replace it because it's low. And the grip button is broken.
Can we just talk about how breakable they are? Like, I understand, like, maybe this is just me, but I played, like, hardcore games on PlayStation, hardcore games on Xbox 360, like, all of the Halos, and I had a stick break on one Xbox controller ever, a 360 controller, I think.
Yeah, my sticks would wear down to plastic.
that's not
I
before
actually don't even know if I
anything
had.
happens.
I think it was just like, I think it was just looser, but I never had it. Like, did you have ones that broke or no?
Ever since
haven't.
Xbox One, they've broken on me.
Okay, well, I never had an
literally,
Xbox
like,
after 360,
Yeah.
so.
The 360s didn't break,
PlayStation.
but the Xbox One controllers break.
What's that?
I had PlayStation 3. I had PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, and I played like thousands of hours, and the thumbsticks they never
Yeah,
broke.
They don't break.
I had one
They're
trigger
huge,
break
too.
on a PlayStation controller because Devil May Cry destroys your triggers. And,
Well, and let's be honest, like you don't use the thumbsticks to aim in VR. Like you use your hands, your arms. So the thumbstick usage is lower than on a console
right.
because
bet-
you use your
Well,
arms.
your
My
to
theory-
your left
fine
stick
tune.
is still your movement stick. That's where all of your So I'm using my
You only
left stick
press one
constantly. That's
direction.
what's gone out in all of my controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's the one
I've
direction
had
thing.
3 left controllers break and only 1 right controller.
I've
Because
had-
you're right. You don't aim with.
I've had 9 left controllers break, 2 right controllers break, and then 2 headsets need to be RMA'd. And I'm
Same
gentle. I
here,
don't hit any
actually.
walls. I don't drop these. Like, these are cared for. There's no marks on them. There's no marks on my walls, and they just break.
I'm on my
Same,
third left.
same.
There's
Yeah.
marks on my walls.
So-
I
Yeah,
think
them left
but I didn't hit
controllers
the
definitely
analog
take
on
a
the
beating.
wall, you know?
When I ran out of warranty,
5 left, 3 right, and 3 headsets.
Jeez, yeah, you're at the same boat. When my warranty ran out, they stopped replacing them, and they're like, buy a new pair. So I have 2 sets of controllers now. One of them has drift, and this one doesn't. But I still have warranty on these two.
But you can get
Oh,
the
no.
one you bought RMA'd again for a year.
I only have
Yep.
warranty on these ones till like February.
That's why I've bought new controllers too, but before I've even sent in my old controllers to get RMA'd, the new controller has started to have problems every time.
Please come out with Index 2 before February when my warranty ends. Thank you.
Like I planned on potentially returning this new Oculus that I just got. I was only going to use it for like a month until the Oculus Connect came out and like they announced whatever their new
Is that end
headset
of this month?
potentially.
Or next month. I don't remember.
Yeah, it should be coming up soon. I'm pretty sure it's end of this month.
Did you guys play Back for Blood came out this past week. I think it came out 2 days ago.
And that's just like a Left 4 Dead
Yeah.
remake, basically, right?
Yeah, basically. It's by the same people that made Left 4 Dead. Battlefield
Yeah, that's
2042
dope.
had
I want to
played-
play it.
Halo had their beta? Big team beta?
Yeah, I played that.
How was that? How was Halo?
I wanna
Actually,
play
it
Halo.
wasn't just
Halo
Big
looks dope.
Team. They let you play both.
I played Battlefield. It was disappointing. It was kind of disappointing.
I played Battlefield and there's a lot of
I've heard a lot of
settings
good
you
stuff
can-
about it.
There's a lot of settings you need to change to make the controls feel better. And I thought it was fun, but the map that they had you play on was kind of garbage. Because you play Battlefield to like blow up buildings and topple skyscrapers, and it's just this like map with a field and like scattered buildings and one rocket that can explode. The tornado was cool. That like went through the map. That was really cool.
Oh, they had
The
like
map kind
weather
of reminded me of that
conditions
old
would
free-to-play Battlefield they
actually
had.
affect the map.
Was
Yeah.
it 1942?
What's that?
The map kind of reminded me of the 1942 Battlefield, the one that was free.
Yeah, I didn't play that one. So I'm not sure. But we need like a city map. I'm excited. The Hazard Zone got a trailer yesterday or today. Hazard Zone. So they're gonna have like a Tarkov like mode to the game. Did you guys hear about that?
I did not.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
I've never played Tarkov though, so.
So I don't know if it's 32 or 36 players, but they're gonna load you guys into a map, kind of like Battle Royale, squads of 4, and your objective is just to like. There's satellites that come out of the sky and crash into the ground, and you're supposed to like loot the drives out of the satellites and then extract. But like every team's trying to get the drives, and if you extract, you can like sell the drives to get currency to like help better your gear for the next time you go in. So it's gonna be like Tarkov-ish, and then if you die, you like lose all your stuff. But I'm not sure if you lose it permanently or how that works, but should be fun. I always like battle royale type things. The best battle royale, I don't know if you guys ever played the Division, the first Division.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't remember them having a battle royale mode. You talking about the Dark Zone?
No, so there's a mode they had in the first one called Survival. The way it worked is like you were trying to get the cure for the virus. So it like started you flying in a helicopter. Your helicopter gets shot down and you get like exposed to the virus. And you're like in the horrible cold, and you can either have PvP enabled right off the start or not until you get to the Dark Zone. And you had to like get warmer clothing and start pushing into the middle of the map, and everybody else in the map's trying to do the same thing. And there's NPCs scattered everywhere too that you could like kill and like craft new gear. And then once you got into this Dark Zone, it turned into like a hardcore, there's PvE and PvP, and you needed to go like get the information for the virus, get a flare gun. And then when you got the flare gun, you could like call in extract. And when you called an extract, it'd be like 5 minutes till it got there, and every other player would try to like kill you and extract on it. It was really, really, really fun. And I like the PvE and PvP element worked really well. But they left it out of the second game. I don't know why. It was like the best mode.
You know, did they get added, or was it there at launch?
It was a
DLC.
DLC.
It got added, right?
Yeah, it was like the first DLC.
Yeah. I think I remember when they added that. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. That's probably the most fun I've had in like a battle royale type game. Would you consider Tarkov a battle royale? It is, right? But it isn't. What do you think, chat? Is Tarkov a battle royale? Like, there's however many
I didn't think
teams,
it was.
There's however many people or teams that load in, and then it's find loot, get out, like try to do your quests, but it's still like every team for themselves.
I think the whole having like extra stuff added is kind of what changes it.
You mean like
the quests
PvE
and stuff?
and quests and stuff? Okay,
Yeah, I think that what makes it something different.
gotcha.
Because like battle royale is just pretty much just PvP. I mean, I guess Fortnite has done like AI zombies mixed in there and stuff, but so I don't know.
Fortnite started as a zombie survival game, didn't
Fortnite
it?
did start as a zombie survival game.
Well, I'm talking about specifically the battle royale mode. They've thrown AI in there before.
It was probably the same AI from their zombies mode, so they didn't have to put any effort in. They're like, yeah, we already have these, and they're just sitting around.
Yeah, exactly. Hint, hint, hint. Big box, just get those bot AI and turn them and put a zombie skin on them and toss them in the game. Make them drop some loot like balloons.
Now,
Make them like ridiculously healthy, but like carrying a shotgun. They just like piss you off ridiculously.
Can you get a Pager skin? Can we make the default bot skin Pager?
You just get rushed by a bunch of Pagers and take them all out.
A horde of
Hunchback
Pagers.
PJs.
Pager horde. Now, yeah. Were there any other? Or Halo? How was Halo?
Halo was amazing. I loved it. It felt like a new
I
version of
haven't
Halo
tried
Reach.
Halo.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've been staying away from beta.
Did it feel like a Bungie Halo again?
I didn't really like 4. I really didn't like 4, and then I kind of liked 5, but I got bored of it pretty quickly. So we'll see how I feel about, because I was really hyped for 5 even after playing it. So we'll see if like it lasts,
Which Halo is the best? I say 3.
3.
I liked Halo 2.
Yeah,
but 3 everybody usually says. I feel like 3 slowed down. 2 was so fast paced, and then 3 kind of like
Is that
slowed itself down a bit.
2
like a
didn't have a lot of the
Battlefield.
online elements that made like it didn't have the same. It had online. Like 1 didn't even have online, but it just didn't have
Yeah,
quite
one
the same
just had
leveling system.
local multiplayer.
The free.
I didn't
felt
care
like
so
a
much about the
battlefield
leveling
with
system in 3.
vehicles and open.
Yeah, there were a lot more
areas.
vehicles in 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Did you
I'm
guys?
not a vehicle player anyway. I didn't give a shit. Like I
I
don't want
always
to
like
play on
playing
maps with
doubles.
vehicles.
Doubles was fun.
Yeah,
I loved playing
I played team
2v2.
doubles. Doubles was where
Yeah,
I was
team
at.
doubles was my shit.
Yeah, I didn't have friends, so I did lone wolf.
Lone Wolf was what I was
Well,
best
Lone
at,
Wolf
but I
was
liked
my
doubles the
secondary.
most.
Yep, Lone Wolf was my other game that I
Or
played.
SWAT.
though,
The
when
real
my
SWAT's
teammate
SWAT's
wasn't
the
on.
best way.
Destiny
Oh
now.
yeah. SWAT's
I don't know
great.
why SWAT's so fun.
I disagree. I don't know why I never enjoyed SWAT. Everybody was always hype about it. Even my friends who weren't great at competitive were like, "SWAT's so fun." I'm like, man, I fucking hate SWAT.
Have you played Splitgate at all, Sumatchi?
I actually downloaded it for the 8th time, and I booted it up and I played it twice. I have played it now.
It's really good.
It's
I was actually surprised.
very clunky.
I didn't think it was clunky at all. It just has a really
Really?
fast time to kill.
I think the like animations just look clunky. That's what like bothers me about it.
Huh.
But it's fun.
I didn't take. I wasn't playing on PC though. I was playing on controller.
Yeah, it's fair.
Splitgate VR when?
Splitgate VR, Portal VR. Are there any other VR games that have been announced that are coming soon?
Portal
Resident
VR is
Evil.
coming out soon. I'm pretty sure that got announced.
I cannot
I
wait
have
to
not
play
Resident
heard-
Evil
That's not a
Remastered.
new
Are y'all
announcement.
talking about
That's
that
coming
one?
out soon.
Yeah, you guys. I think Resident Evil's
Yeah,
next week.
Resident
right?
Evil Remastered.
I think that's next week.
It's pretty soon. Resident Evil 3 or 4, right? It
Resident
was
Evil 4.
3?
It's 4, which is my
4.
favorite.
Yeah, I played.
Yeah, it was
When that
whichever
game
was the
came
best
out
one.
originally, I beat it in 2 days. I literally put it in the GameCube at my buddy's house, and we took turns playing through it, like with no sleep until we beat it.
4 was a good one.
The
It was,
goat.
except for the Oh, I'm trying to think of how the escort mission will work in VR. That'll be fun.
Yeah, and
I
that
don't know.
part is
They just remove it.
it's a little tedious, you know.
Yeah.
I heard that like some of the like you know the action kick that you do,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna take you out of first person and go into third person and back in, some weird stuff like that. So I'm sure that's
wonder-
gonna be annoying.
I wonder if it'll work right off the bat with Live, or if it's always going to be first person. Because I think like you guys should obviously stream it. I can't play it because I don't have a Quest, but you guys should stream it. Make the stream as high quality as possible when you do stream it, and then see if you can get it working with Live or
streaming
something.
on Quest game.
It is, but it's going to be
Yeah.
100% worth it. Like it's a popular game that people know about. It's in VR, and you guys have like some of the highest quality streams compared to other people. Like imagine someone just like
But you
booting up
can't
their
make
Quest
it.
and
You can't make
capturing-
it work with Live because it doesn't run on PC in any way, shape, or form.
That's true. That's probably true. You're right. Okay,
Yeah,
But
so
you
have
maybe
can
to
not
be
Live.
running it
still
through
you can still
virtual desktop.
capture the gameplay, and then run Steam with Suva or whatever.
Yep.
Virtual motion capture. You could still do that. You just have to have it separate.
Yeah, I gotcha. I heard Phasmophobia might work with Live.
If it doesn't have a PC version, then it's gonna look ugly when you like stream it, no matter what.
I think
Like,
you guys should
there's
stream-
not really
there's a
great ways
way
to
to do it
stream natively
hardwired.
from.
But the audio doesn't transfer, and then you gotta do the crazy setup for the audio. I'm gonna figure out the
You have
best
to
way
like
to do
have
it
a mod
before it
mic
comes
set
out.
up to like get
'Cause I'm
everything
definitely gonna
captured.
stream it. I'm 100% gonna
Like,
stream it because
you
it's my
can-
favorite Resident Evil game. I've
You
beaten
can
it like 4
if
times
you
already.
have a really good connection
Yeah, the
and you
21st.
do the stream to what's it called? Stream to the website, and then you capture that, and like there's I don't know
See,
maybe
I
if
have
there's
a really
nothing
good
else
connection,
running.
and it's hit or miss. Sometimes
You
it'll
should
just start
have
shitting out
like
on you.
one of you
Yes,
stream
I
to
have
Twitch.
times when it works great, and then other times when it sucks.
One of you should stream to Twitch.
Yeah, it makes no
and
sense.
one of you should stream to Facebook. Right when it comes out.
I'm never streaming to Facebook again.
Yeah, I've never streamed to Facebook. I don't have it set up.
I've streamed to Facebook, but I have no intentions on doing it again.
That's fair. Yeah. I've streamed a couple times to Facebook.
If the
I kind
option
of
was
feel
still
Twitch is
the
better.
option isn't even natively in the Quest anymore. If you didn't know, they took it out.
Yeah, I saw that. I
You
was trying to
can't
help
see-
someone set it up. Or I was...
People I know in real life easily find me on Facebook. Is kind of annoying. Don't even feel like
Yeah.
they make you link your personal account and shit.
Facebook, people get
Stupid.
way more views, and you can monetize that stuff because Facebook's trying to get their gaming stuff started, but you like don't have emotes. And my main issue is
I don't
like,
really think you do get more views on Facebook.
I already don't
I
have
mean,
emotes.
there's no Pop 1 streamers getting more views on Facebook.
There's
haters like
there's not more views for live, but there's like past videos that will be at like 10,000, and you can get paid for your like people watching your past videos, which is a big thing for Facebook. So like I've had people reach out to me.
I mean,
But again, they
do
took
both.
the native streaming out of the headset, which is super stupid. Like they want to start the gaming, but then they took native streaming away. And I'm pretty sure, talking
Can you do
with
both at the same
Charlie
time?
for a bit, he said that there's some big stuff coming like towards the end of the year, so we might hear something.
if you're streaming from a computer though, you really never want to do that anyways. You know, like native streaming.
Mm-hmm.
You're
probably
right, but
avoid
I feel like they're losing out on like any potential streamers that they would have
Oh
had.
yeah, for sure. Or like just family and friends type stuff.
Yep.
Honestly, like
Can you stream to Facebook and Twitch at the same time?
Not if you're an affiliate. You can technically stream to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time, but you'll get like differences in your chat delays. And if you're already like affiliated with one, so like technically legally, I'm not allowed to do that because I'm an affiliate of Twitch. And when you sign the affiliate agreement, it basically says like any content or any video that you make that goes to Twitch is not allowed to be on any other platform for 24 hours. So technically you can't if you're an affiliate. But if you like don't like, I've considered canceling my affiliate agreement so I can stream to all three.
Can you record it and delay it 24 hours and send it 24 hours later on something else, like on YouTube or Facebook? I mean,
you'd be better off just recording and uploading.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there wouldn't
true.
really be a point because the point
If
of
you
live
wanted to take it
streaming
that far.
is mostly to talk with chat.
True.
So.
True. Yeah, you're right. Does anybody of you use the Studio Form Comfort Apache mode, like the comfort strap from Studio Form?
I know a couple of people that do. I think
For
Austin
what
might.
headset?
For the
Index?
Index, but also for the
Oh.
Quest. Index and Quest. It's called Apache.
Comfort
I use
strap
it.
for what?
I use the Frankenquest on my Quest.
Yeah, I have the Valve Audio strap.
You know, because some people, including me, like the strap on top.
Mhm.
It kind of damages your hairline.
Reverse mohawk.
So a Studio Form, so Studio Form, like it's called a Apache Comfort Strap. It's a thing that you strap on the sides, and it lifts up the headset from the sides, like sideways, not this way, but this way. Like it pulls it up from the sides.
That's interesting. Is it kind of like a
I
Halo
wanted-
strap?
Yeah, it's kind of a halo, but you add it like it's soft, and you strap it in and you add it on top of what you already have.
Because it would have to be... I don't really like Halo straps, personally. They make my
wait,
head hurt.
I can send the link right on the
But if it's
screen.
like on the sides, Halo straps like really put a lot of pressure on your forehead.
Now, do we?
It's a mix. It does both.
I think the Index is the most
What were you
comfortable
gonna say?
headset that I use. Or I've
Oh, by
used.
far. Yeah, by
same,
far.
Same.
But
not even
with the
close.
strap
Like
on the
that-
top of the one that goes over my head, the little plastic piece that keeps it clipped at the front actually broke, so it's literally duct taped to the front of my headset now, over the top. I messaged Steam about it. They're like,
I
yeah,
sent the
glue
link
it, I
Classy.
guess.
Oh shit, glue.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Did they like? Did some steamer really say just?
Well, I messaged them and I was like, can I like is this worth replacing? And obviously to them it's like, replace all the hardware and warranty or all of that for just a plastic piece, and they're like, I glue it, I guess. I'm like, oh, fair enough.
Okay.
Ho says
That's
he
so
thinks that
terrible.
GTFO with the VR mod is the best game he's played in a long time. I think GTFO with VR mod is very good. I also think Risk of Rain with the VR mod is incredibly good. If you haven't tried Risk of Rain, try it out with the VR mod. Valheim works with VR now, and you can have custom avatars and stuff.
I just bought that.
I
just bought that.
have
I
it
wanna
and I
try the
haven't
VR
played
mod.
it yet, so we could set something up where we try
Same.
it.
I heard it was just Minecraft with better graphics.
What else?
Also,
Oh,
that other Phasmophobia
Well, that's
game.
still awesome.
Skipped
Forewarned?
over. Yeah, we still haven't played Phasmophobia.
The Forest?
Forewarned?
I haven't. I don't know. what
No,
you-
no,
Oh, I
Forewarned.
bought the forest,
So-
but I'm too scared to play it.
It's like Phasmophobia, but you go
Oh,
into
the mummy one
tombs.
that you were telling me about. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you die, you either turn into like a good ghost or a bad ghost.
Okay.
I think
kinda
so.
cool.
I went back
Which
and
a bad
watched-
ghost is like a mummy.
I went back and watched a couple of my Phasmophobia streams, and I was like, oh, there's something really funny that happened to this part. And I go back and like load up my stream, and the screen's just black. I don't know if I need to change like the graphic settings or something, but like rewatching Phasmo, you can't see anything that's happening like at all. Maybe that's just a setting that I need to change.
It depends on what.
Right.
It depends on like what you're doing, because sometimes it is just almost black.
Well, like the ghost started hunting.
Like if you're in the van, you can see, or if you've got like one of the lights down.
The guy who just sits in the
If
van.
you're in the
otherwise-
van, you can see. All right, yeah, I'll sit in the van. What do you guys? You want to come inside and
I
play?
would be
No.
the van
The
guy.
stream won't be able to see anything. It must be in the van. This is content.
You just talk to everyone on the radio.
Anytime someone walks out of the door, hey,
You could put a
Take the
filter.
hey, I got some candy in
You
the
could
van.
put a filter on
Come
to
into the
lighten it
van.
up.
I got some pills in the van, sanity pills, in my unmarked white van.
I need them.
I keep-
I'm losing my
pills in the van.
mind. Ah.
Survive. Oh yeah, I haven't
Dude,
played a
Jert
Survive
needs some
or
sanity
heard anything
pills
about
bad.
Survive. Have you guys played Survive?
Yeah.
Zombie game.
No, I've
No.
watched Vinny play it. Vinny plays it every now and again.
What else? New World came out. Anybody doing New World?
Eh,
No.
it doesn't look
No,
like
I didn't have any friends that are really playing, so I didn't bother.
I had that. Well, I actually
Amazon
a lot of
game?
Vortex. A lot of Vortex is playing it. Like a lot of the PAV team. But my issue is I don't want to get like I hear it's like RuneScape, and I don't want to like sink 1,000 hours into a game that is probably just me clicking on a tree to cut a log. So, were there any
I
other?
don't want to do that. I'll go
games?
play Destiny.
Any other games that came out or had patches, or we could talk about let's talk about the Pop 1 patch. Let's actually get back to Pop 1.
Diablo 2 Resurrected.
we haven't
I
even-
don't
we
know if
haven't even
anybody's
talked
playing
about
that,
the
but I
patch.
am.
We will be
ump.
doing.
I am killing
I know you
Resurrected
don't.
right now.
I know you don't check the Discord server, Jert, because
Bananas can't
for
read.
no particular reason. But Saturday night when we're doing our community night, we're gonna play VR chat for like an hour or two, and then we're gonna just have like a big group of people all get on and play Diablo 2 Resurrected from the start. If you want to join. I don't know
Okay,
if
cool.
you're
Yeah, that
working.
sounds dope.
If you're not working,
No, I should be completely free this weekend.
which means we need to make sure we don't
Knock
get
on
past-
any kind of wood that's available in my room for good luck.
Now, that being said, there is a tournament happening this weekend, and it said it's Saturday and
Oh,
Sunday.
Jert figured out how to use the chair.
I hate tournaments.
Jert, you're using the chair.
But where are my hands?
Gone.
They're there.
I hate tournaments that are 2 days. Can we talk about
Are
tournaments?
they moving on
that are
your
2 days?
screen?
Like it's like
Pop
cool.
tournaments?
Yeah, or any side of tournament. It's like cool. You're busy Saturday during this day, and if you advance, you're now busy Sunday. I hate tournaments that can't just like that are like you put away 2 entire days to be able to do a tournament that only lasts like 3 or 4 hours. You have to like.
Yeah, it sucks that I work weekends.
You wish it only lasted
really
3 or
can't do
4
any
hours.
work.
Here's what I was
tournaments.
getting at, Jert. There's a tournament this weekend that we're doing, right? So we need to make sure we get knocked out the first day, so we don't have to be up the second day, so we can just play Diablo.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
Throw the match,
Throw the match.
so you can play Diablo.
I mean, I'll just, it could be like today where I just spawn in and they're like, yeah, you're playing now. And I'm like, okay, I need to change my controller. I thought we were just going to be playing normals, and then I thought we were in a scrim or something.
We loaded into the
No,
comp
but
match.
you didn't end up playing though, did you, Jert?
He did. He loaded into the match, and he's like,
Oh.
all right, guys, I'm going to go
You
get a
switched
battery for my
Abby out for
controller.
Jert?
Yeah, because I was just like, oh, we're going to test out like with different people because Komodo hasn't played in a while. I've played more with Jert, blah, blah, blah. So we're just like swapping people in and out. We're going to test it out for a couple weeks to see what works best.
So he even texted me and he goes, oh, do you want to like hop in? Like Komodo's playing. And I was like, oh, I thought he just meant him and Komodo are playing. Do you want to play? And I was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden he goes, oh, message Wizard, and here's a code. And I was like, wait, what? I literally texted him, wait, what? And he just spammed me, get on, join this lobby, get on.
Yep. Yeah. My 2 messages are spam.
I had no idea what was going on. It was multiple messages.
It was like maybe 3.
It was probably 5.
It was 3. It was 3. I remember. It was 3. I said, hurry to fuck up. Spelled incorrectly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
3. 3 messages.
8.
3 messages. After I give you, I'll talk when I give you the code. When I give you the code, it's 3 messages. But anyways,
So how you like that
weird.
ump?
Yeah, let's talk about Pop 1 update, actually, because we're only, what, like an hour into this? or
Oh,
40
I
minutes?
have a last question about New
We
World.
should have done
I
that
have seen
earlier.
it first on Steam, but like, is it any good? Like, I prefer shooters. I don't really
This
like
what game?
Which
swords
game?
and like New World. The
Oh.
new
Oh, it's an
Amazon game.
MMO, like the MMO. I hear it's good if you want to waste your life away. Like if
You
you
like
want to
World
play a
of
game like
Warcraft?
RuneScape or World of Warcraft,
No.
you're gonna like it. So, or
No,
if you,
I'm not,
Nope.
I
most
don't
games like
that
that,
type of
they're always the
game.
same way. Where when you start playing, if you get a group of people that are like, that will play with you, you're gonna be addicted to the game. If you like try to
Yeah.
play a
Or
game
you
like
will
that
have
solo,
like
you'll just be like,
I've seen some fights that look really cool. Like
I've
it
seen
almost
ambushes
has
and
like
stuff.
Dark Souls-esque fights that are like nasty. And yeah, I've seen people like 1v3 people in fights that they shouldn't have won just by like dodging, jumping back, or like doing ridiculous moves. And it looks cool. But I'm also like, yeah, I don't know if I want to dive that many hours into that game.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Is like I want to
I was
play
already
it.
pissed in Diablo.
I want to play it,
Diablo
but I don't want to
deleted my
break
character the other day.
scam. Diablo
In a
and
world
server
without
issues.
Pop 1.
A world without Pop 1, Pavlov, and Onward, and Veil, and a world without VR. VR hasn't picked
None
up
of
yet.
those games
VR
could
chat.
keep my interest as long as
Zenith.
as
I'm
Pop
not going
1.
to get into another game because Zenith is coming out eventually.
Zenith will come out when the NX2 comes out, right?
I hope Zenith takes a long time to come out. I hope it, because they were planning on it coming out this year. I
Mhm.
really hope it comes out next year.
It'd probably be like March.
I don't
next
think
year.
it's ready to
Probably
come out
a
this
guess.
year, but
Diablo VR. Okay, so hear me out.
oh,
I mean,
VR,
Diablo
If
4
you
is
get a
already about to
multiplayer,
come
if you
out.
get a multiplayer roguelike game in VR, that's infinite content or infinite things you can do. The only difference.
Yep, that is
there's
really
a
cool.
couple roguelites in VR.
There are like Until You Fall, but
Are
it's
they
single player.
multiplayer?
There's no multiplayer ones, are there?
Sweet Surrender just came out. I think that's a multiplayer one, isn't it?
I don't know.
I've heard a lot of good things about.
You play
Sweet
Risk of Rain in
Surrender.
VR?
Yeah, I've never heard of
There's a
that either.
roguelike multiplayer.
It's multiplayer. It seems like people still end up playing it in flat mode though. Like
Oh,
people
so it's
that already
multi?
played a lot, and
So
you
it's-
tell them it works in VR, they try it, and they're like,
Someone
Yeah,
please
let's
steal
pick
my idea here. If you ever played Warcraft 3, has anybody played Warcraft 3?
Yes, a lot.
Okay, did you guys play Island Defense?
No, but I played a lot of different defense games.
Okay, so there's a game
Was
called,
that I played Island Troll Tribes.
okay, so there's a game called Island
Probably
Defense.
very similar.
All right, so there's a game called Island Defense, and the way it works is one person gets selected as like the Titan that's trying to like kill all 9 of the other people, and then the other 9 like basically play it like tower defense, and they like try to build up a base and survive as long as possible, and they can like go towards where the Titan's base is to like try to steal gold and shit. But we just need a game like that for VR that's like asymmetrical, where you can have flat screen and VR people, and do that. Someone make Island Defense for VR. That's what I'm saying. Asymmetrical games, or like more games that you can play in VR or flat screen. That's what VR really needs.
You ever played Akron?
Negative.
You get to be a tree, and squirrels come and try to take your nuts.
I've seen that.
oh, Acorn.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Akron. It's not Acorn. It's
Akron?
Akron.
Oh. When you say Akron, it makes me think of the old like
Aaron.
pixel game where you were just like, I'm trying to remember. I think it was like a brick breaker type game, but was shooting.
What's up, DJ? There's a game
Yeah.
called Song in the Smoke.
Maybe. I don't know
Survivor
what game you're
but
talking about.
what's Song in the Smoke, DJ? I've never heard of that. Are there any other VR games coming out soon?
Not that I know of.
There is, but I can't think of all of them off
There's
the
a
top of my head.
couple that I've like seen for like a brief
Because
moment
all
on
I
Twitter.
think is Resident Evil.
I see all these posts that are like new VR game coming out, and then I like go to the YouTube like trailer for the game and it has like 3 upvotes, and I'm like, there's no hype around this, right? Like there's no, I don't know. Like I want to believe that there's shit coming out every day almost, but how much of it's
But
just,
it's not.
I mean, it probably is, right? But it's just like not advertised or is just an alpha of a game. There's so many games that
Jert
come out in
is-
early access. Jert's upside down in the chair. It's fine. He's fine. Don't.
He just went
don't
through
look at
like
him. Don't look-
interdimensional
don't look at
travel.
him.
Have you? Have you tried Brink Traveler? Brink Traveler came out recently. It's like $9, and it's just like a scan of real-world environments, but with photorealism world environments in the US. It's not a game. It's just like to watch like beautiful environments,
It's like
to travel
It's
in
like a
VR.
paid version
Yeah,
of
I don't
Google Map
do
VR.
beauty. I come here to kill.
Google Earth.
It's a paid version of Google Earth VR.
Yeah. If I'm playing VR, I'm here to murder. Beauty.
You are right though. You're right. I wanted to buy it. Now with what you said, I'm not buying it anymore because you're right.
He's like, wait a minute, I could just go get Google Earth for free.
Yeah. No, he's right. He's right.
Ionia looks interesting.
Oh.
I think I briefly saw something for Ionia. Which one was it?
Oh, Lone Echo 2. Guys, Lone Echo 2.
Oh yeah, wait, is that coming out this month or next?
I think it's this month.
It just came out
Yeah, I think
recently.
it might have
yesterday or
actually
2
Oh, it
days
already
ago.
came out?
I heard
It came out 2 days ago.
I heard some people like talking about reviews, and they're like, they were super excited, but they said it's exactly like Lone Echo 1. I'm like, oh, well,
Nothing
But
new.
that should be fine.
yeah. I mean, Lone Echo 1 was good.
More of something good. You're not gonna get any more
Lone
of it.
Echo
That's definitely
1
the
was
last
good
one.
years ago. Things have changed now. If you keep the same gameplay of years ago, it's not gonna be cool today
Yeah,
anymore.
but there's so many low quality games that come out that to
Well,
to
like
have
Starwind
something
play it
like
and
because
review it.
I mean it's just a higher quality experience. You know what I mean?
Larcenauts
Compared
added
to
their
most
bow
things that are
character,
coming out.
and there's a bow in VR that you can play in a multiplayer game. What's her name? Freaking the racist chick. Oh man, what's her name? Imperia, I think it is, but she's super racist. But the bow mechanic is fun. Like being able to shoot a bow in VR feels
They
really.
have a racist
I haven't-
like character.
I haven't
There's a
gone back to
character. Okay,
Larcenauts since
so
the two-handed
I don't
update.
think the intention was to make her racist, but when you get like you get a multi kill with her, she literally like her voice line basically says, "That's what you deserve, sub creature," and you're like, "Oh, okay." Like I don't think it's intentionally
Oh,
like
that's
supposed to be racist, but it's like,
what's the guy's name that beats people down?
VOD.
VOD. Yeah, maybe if she said it to VOD.
Yeah, the mushroom.
VOD seems like he might not have a brain.
Shadowgate VR. I don't know anything about that. There's so many games that like come out, but I don't hear anything about them. Right? The games I hear about is like
Sweet
Medal
Surrender
Honor.
came out fairly recently.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, and it's gotten. I've seen a couple people playing it. It looks pretty good, and it's basically like a roguelite shooter.
Yeah, well, that
I'm
sounds
not sure if
weird.
it's multiplayer. I can't remember.
Multiplayer is super important.
I can't remember if it is or not.
But okay, so now that it's been like probably 50 minutes, Pop 1 patch last Thursday. They
UMP.
added legions. They buffed the UMP. I don't even remember the patch notes video it came out with because it was like a week ago. Buffed the UMP, nerfed the Seiko damage by 5. What do you guys think about the Seiko nerf? I think it didn't. Do
I'm
anything.
using the Magnum now.
It doesn't really
I'm
bother
using
me
the
that
Magnum
much.
now.
I don't feel like it does anything because
Yeah, it
like,
doesn't
the
really
people
bother
at
me
the
that
high
much.
level are going to use it the exact same way because they use it to just burst damage. And then the people at low level just aren't going to pick it up as much because it doesn't do as much damage. So I think it's kind of useless. But I mean, if it gets
The only thing it changed for me is I used to not care what star Seiko I had, to be honest. Like a 1-star was as good as a 2-star, as good as a 3-star to me. I could care less. But now it's like that 1-star is just really, it feels really crappy. And I really want a 2-star and up Seiko.
yeah, that's fair.
About it. That's all it changed for me.
Can we talk about how the 1-star Seiko doesn't headshot for 100? That bothers me. Like
Yeah.
on the hot
Oh,
drop, you get a
really? Are
headshot.
you
It's
kidding?
93
I've had it happen a couple times.
'Cause they
Oh
changed the
my
headshot multiplier.
God.
And the gold Seiko, you cannot 2-shot. A headshot will deal 127 and a body shot will deal 70. So you can do 197, but you cannot kill someone with 2 shots with the gold. You still need to hit them 3 times, no matter what.
Unless it's 2 headshots.
True. But that's asking a lot from Peachers around the world.
I mean, I've done it.
So overall, right. But overall, I think it'll make people pick up the gun less, which is, if that's their goal, then awesome. But at this point, it's like, if people would prefer a Magnum to the Seiko, why have the Seiko in the game at all, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think people that love the Seiko still use the Seiko just as much as they ever did.
I
I
think they
think the
do.
people that stopped using it, they probably weren't like diehard Seiko users.
my point being
anyways.
that only high-level people are going to use the Seiko, right? Because of like the damage reduction, the immense amount of time you need to put in to like be like proficient at rapid firing and stuff. I'm not going to say immense amount of time, but the you need to like practice it for like a week probably. Like the casual players will never put in that much time for that. So it's a gun that's only viable at high level, only for specific people that want to use it. The ammo's low because it uses sniper ammo. And like the new players just aren't going to pick it up because of the damage. So like, why have it in the game if only like 0.2% of people are going to try to use it, right? It still fits every role, right? It still can do close range, far range, middle range, but it's now like segregating itself from being a weapon that can be picked up by anybody.
I don't think so. I don't think it changes. Maybe in people's minds, like the P90, for instance. When they buffed the P90, people still use it after the nerf, and they didn't really use it before then because it's all like kind of mental,
Right.
So I think mentally it affects people, and people maybe, Drason here doesn't use it as much anymore. But I think in reality,
Well-
it's not really that much
Well,
different
at the
than
competitive
it was.
They
level,
stopped.
like casting matches, people didn't stop using it at the competitive level. But I feel like at the casual level,
it looks
yeah,
it looks
right. I've
exactly the
casted
same.
matches, and it's
Yeah.
just still everybody on every team using the Seiko. The issue is like,
I don't know if at casual level people used it before. I think casual people feel uncomfortable using that
I
gun.
had a lot of
period.
people that would request, sniper or Seiko. When I was like, hey, what kind of gun do you like to use? They're like, oh yeah, I'll use a S85, because they don't call it the Seiko because they're new players. But
But did they stop using it, like just because of the nerf? And if they did stop using it, is it simply because in their mind it's worse? You know
I feel
what I
like
mean?
more often it will lose them fights because it doesn't deal enough damage. So just like passively, if they're losing more fights, they'll pick it up less, right? They'll be like, oh, it didn't work last time I tried to use it. But, well, yeah, well, we'll see how it works, right? They can always revert stuff or change stuff back. So, I bet at the competitive level, it didn't.
I mean,
it
it's
didn't
like you
change
just
single
need a
thing.
higher star to do this. Yeah,
Well, right,
you
but
just
like
need a higher
gold-
star
gold-
to do similar stuff.
Right, but like gold still needs to 4-shot, right? Or purple still needs to, or purple needs to 4-shot now, because you do 65, 65, 65, which is 195. So they live with 5 health if you body shot them 3 times.
You're right. I mean, yeah, you got to have a higher star than you did before to accomplish. And then some small things are now not doable.
I guess we'll see what they think. What do you guys think, chat? Wish they have left the damage alone and made it two-handed. Yeah, I agree. I think that would have been the better option, because, again, I think that all that making it two-handing does is prevent head peeking. Like, it doesn't really slow down the gun other than that. Especially people that don't play with any offhand influence, they underestimate, like, oh, they made it two-handed, it's so hard to use. If you don't have any offhand influence, all you have to do is like grab with your other hand. Like, it doesn't change your aim at all. You just can't head peek, and it takes like an extra quarter second to grab with your other hand. So
I still think most casual people, they don't turn off I think people don't even go to their settings.
is it 50-50?
Like
I think it's
casual
50-50.
players?
Yeah, it might be 50-50.
I don't think they even. There's so many casual people I've played with, and I mentioned dampening and stuff. They've never even heard of it.
Yeah, motion dampening is a big one when people are like trying to snipe and they're like, I
And
just
they
can't
don't
hold
even know
my
what it
hand
is.
steady. I'm like, yeah, turn that setting up. But yeah, I guess we're always comparing to the level we play at, but the base level is 100 times lower. So that's always a conversation to be aware of.
The
What else?
UMP is way
Yep.
bigger change to me than the Seiko. The UMP feels way, way better, and especially when you're one-hand peek shooting. I'm starting to like it more and more for like peek shooting, undercover.
Yeah, I think it's in a good spot now. It doesn't feel overpowered, but it has a use that isn't garbage now. So I think it's in a
Because
good spot.
like I can still peak shoot just as good, if not better, with the P90, I guess. But the accuracy at range with the UMP now, it's really good for peak shooting.
Yeah, I need to test out the UMP more. The shotgun changes was huge. I forgot about that one. Do you guys know?
I mean, I don't know if I notice anything.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I tried
hard.
to
It's
explain
hard
it
for
to
me
you.
to tell on that one. No, I
Yeah,
get what they changed. Like the bullets actually go where they
where
were.
the tracers are.
So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So I think that was huge
The
because if someone's
M10
head
was just
peeking
so
you,
good already.
right? But if someone's like head peeking you with a weapon and you push them with a shotgun and you like put the pellets in their head, they're gonna die now. That's a big thing. If someone's head peeking you and you're against them with a shotgun, you're gonna win more often than you did before. Or if you're aggressively pushing and someone's head peeking, you'll win more than you did.
Right, because before it would just kind of go random places almost.
It wasn't that the pellets would go random places. All of them would get blocked by the wall that they were head peeking from. So you would do 0 damage to them instead of being able to hit them at all. So that's a huge change. My opinion is the UMP is better than the MP5 now. I think it depends if you one hand or two hand, but
Yeah.
hey, whatever you're more preferential to.
Yeah, if you two hand the MP5, it's so good two handed. But then the UMP is like a perfect one handed like peak shooting gun.
The main issue with the MP5 is you run out of ammo before they die. Like, especially if they build like 1 or 2 walls, it takes a long time to break through walls, and the clip, like it's really easy to aim the MP5, and the accuracy is really easy to control, but you don't have the ammo to do it. I think the gray one is like 21 bullets, so like if someone's full health and you have a gray one, like you can kill them, but if they build like 1 wall, it's gonna be hard.
I have to restart. I'll be right back.
Okay. P90 still strong. What would you do to the P90 to balance it out, or do you think it's still in a good spot?
I think everything feels really good right now.
Okay.
I don't know if I would change. I don't know if
DT
I would change much, honestly.
DT damage revert, because DT gets outclassed by the M10, or DT leave it the way it is.
I don't know.
I don't think it can compete with the M10.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'm biased. I don't want to get killed by DTs again.
But would you rather die to M10s than DTs? Like, at least when you're dying to a DT, you know that the person like put in the time and effort to like skillfully like master that skill. Whereas if you die to an M10, you're like, they have 6 bullets in their magazine. It only takes 4 bullets to kill me, and it's gold, so it out damages everything. And like
it's like if you told me, well, you know, you need to master the PX4 fire timing, or else you're gonna get outshot every time. But like, oh my god, that just doesn't sound fun.
Well,
that's kind of what it comes down to.
That's not the.
It just
PX4.
Like if
you
it
master
was like,
the
oh,
PX4
do you want the
timing,
PX4 nerf?
That's how it is, though. If you master the PX4,
no, I know
you win against the 1911, right? Or no,
yeah,
it's probably about the same.
To master the PX4 timing is just so tedious.
Right, but you can choose to not, and just use the M10 instead. And the people that master the DT are giving up like that time mastering something else, right?
Yeah, I hate when things are down to like really tedious, almost like glitch level reloading. Like, you know what I mean? Seiko. Like you can't.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Seiko's pretty cheesy too. So like if you're flick loading, you know, like you were showing me, if you flick load the DT, you're always going to be slower. Mm-hmm. You know.
I lied.
So it's like, how about they buff the DT,
I lied,
but they keep people from being able to reload faster than the flick?
I lied, and
I would take that.
I found a way to flick it that's faster than normal.
Okay, I was thinking there was, but I really haven't tried that.
My issue with the whole thing...
But I think they should figure out a way to cap how fast you can reload the gun, and then buff it back.
I don't know. I think... if it's at a point where DT
it's the same issue as the Seiko.
My only issue is if it's at a point where the DT or the M10 can win, it's fair. Right now, if a DT is against an M10, the DT will not win. Like 9 out of 10 times, no matter what. Like if it's 50-50, I'm fine
Agreed.
with whatever. So does DT need to be
I think
balanced to
one
make it 50-50 or more 50-50?
I think one thing, like when big box is looking at a game, they're probably, I would hope that they're thinking this way, especially like with the Seiko, for instance, is they don't want high level players going into a lobby and using tactics that just make them feel like they have no chance and they get wiped out. You know what I mean? And that's what the Seiko does at times. A newer player goes into a lobby and there's some guy that's like, going crazy with the Seiko, or a whole team of people going crazy with Seiko, and they just feel like they have no chance because they feel like they'll never be able to do that. Like sometimes you have the same situation with the DT, where it's just like the techniques being used, a regular player is never ever gonna feel like they have a chance against them.
But that could
You
be
know,
solved
so-
with player base and matchmaking, right? The games that have player bases and matchmaking, like Apex, if you go into a high level lobby in Apex, or if you go to a normal lobby in Apex and you get wiped with a wingman, you're going to be like, or like basically the equivalent of the Magnum, right? If you get wiped with that, you're going to be like, damn, that person's good. But they'll eventually like skill up to the people near their level, and the gun is still strong, but it loses in like certain situations, and like they have weaknesses and they can be out bested. The main issue with Pop 1 is you're like high level people getting paired with new people, right? That's the issue ultimately.
It's more so the technique, like the same thing with the Seiko. The technique is almost borderline cheesy, right? You shouldn't like this. The reason the Seiko should be the reason the Seiko is problematic is because you literally can DPS like crazy. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like if someone was actually to hit all of those shots, like the amount of damage you're outputting is
But
just
the counter
not-
argument is you have to hit the shots.
Like imagine they limited how fast you could shoot a Seiko
But
shot.
again, the counter
you
argument
know?
is you have to hit the shots, right?
Yeah.
You have to aim, you have
But
to have
I
the
mean,
skills.
clearly, it's still OP, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Like, even now, it's still OP.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't
it's
know.
gonna go away. Vault it. I say vault it. Throw it in the vault. I don't
Why
think
did they
can.
nerf the DT in the first place?
Because no one picked up the M10, and because that was the main reason. Was the way that shotguns performed season 1 is actually different than season 2. They completely reworked how shotguns worked for season 2, and that's why the M10 got popular. If you go watch my original tier list video, it's like the M10 is garbage, don't pick it up, right? I have a meme of me throwing an M10 in the trash can, and it's just like, no, your place
Mhm.
trash. But like, they changed the way shotguns work. They didn't change any of the damage numbers or anything. They just changed how like the bullets worked. And the M10 got ridiculously strong really quick. And the DT,
They nerfed
the
the
damage.
DT by 1 damage.
Yes,
Yeah.
1 per pellet, 1 damage per pellet. So it prevented you to be able to 3-shot people with the DT, which was huge.
Have you tried the DT since they changed the pellet visibility, like it matching the tracers?
When they did the patch, I've been trying to use like exclusively, or I tried to use exclusively shotguns for a couple days to test it out. The DT feels good. You still can't out damage a M10, and P90 becomes 50-50. Like you have to play it
But
smart.
question, at range, because I've used the DT a little more lately for some reason, just a random chance, and I feel like I've hit shots better with it lately. It's like at range, can you? Because that's its place, right?
I think the ranges are the same.
if
M10
you're
and DT. I'll need to
well,
check.
then I didn't. I thought the DT had more range. I'm certain the DT had range. I'm almost positive.
We can test. I'm pretty sure
No?
it's the same.
No?
No, I think it's the same.
No?
But we can test it.
Well, then they should leave the damage the same and just buff the DT range, because the DT should have more range and slower fire rate. That's the way and then the M10 should have less range and a faster fire rate. That's what they should
But
be.
then you get in situations where if you're close range against an M10, you lose no matter what. Right?
And that's what it should be, right? It should be
So you're saying
if
that
you
DT
have
shouldn't
if
be
you
able
have a
to compete
DT
with the M10. Right?
at close range,
But like
right? You should be like a little bit longer range.
the argument would be
You
for
should-
like
you should
all
get
of
to
the other
play it a
guns in the
certain way.
game. Right. You can't like play it certain ways when people can just rush you, right? Because you're
It's
facing
kind of like
the
a
wrong way,
UMP,
they can
right?
shoot
If
you.
you're
You,
If
you
you're
have
right
no
up
strategy
against-
where you can win an M10 versus DT if they're pushing you, right? You can't get away because you're gonna have your back to them if you try to run the other way, and that'll get free damage for them. They're gonna be able to like W key you harder. If they get close range, they're gonna win the fight against you. So like, how do you like outplay that? other than have a sword instead.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same kind of situation when you're using a Magnum versus somebody with like an SMG. You're gonna peak fire more, and you're gonna be strafing
Right, but
in and
you
out of the
can
wall
win
more
at close
because
range
of how
still with the Magnum, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can win with a DT. It's just like if everybody hits their shots, you're gonna lose.
But
type
with the
thing.
Magnum, if everybody hits the shot, you win technically. Like, against everything. Magnum
Yeah,
has the
I mean,
third highest time to kill, right? The only things that beat
if
Magnum
you're
in
hitting
time
him
to
in
kill
the
are
head,
knife and sword.
yeah, if you're hitting him in the head,
Right, exactly. So the Magnum
but like realistically,
technically
people
wins.
don't do that. Yeah, I mean, it can.
Right, that's the thing though. The DT can't.
But you're not like when you're well no I'm saying if they added range to it.
But why would, if I'm shooting someone at a farther range, why wouldn't I just use a rifle?
Well, you're not like super far. Like you're just giving it a rock paper scissors place in the game. You know what I mean?
The shotguns shoot pretty far already. Like you could probably make this to the truck over there and hit him for like 4 of the pellets with the gold M10, gold DT.
Yeah, but it's gonna have damage drop off. And I mean, it probably should either way, but
I don't think it has drop off from that range. What about Excalibur? Any changes you want to see? I think Excalibur is in a good place.
we need some more testing. We need DT M10 range testing.
The only thing that screws you with Excalibur is the amount of inventory slots you have. Because it would be great to be able to hold an Excalibur for the movement speed and for being able to actually win against the M10 at close range if you like play it right. Like you were saying, you can win against the M10 with the Excalibur. You can't with the DT, and that's where I think the issue is. But I think the Excalibur is in a good place. You can clutch matches with it. It's fun to use. You'll break your house, which is a bonus. Cuts through shields, movement speed. It only works at one range, so that balances everything else, and you give up the inventory slot for it. So that's the big thing with it. You either choose a shotgun or you choose the Excalibur. Having both of them is kind of like why, right?
So an Excalibur is always gonna beat an M10 at point blank.
If you are in range to start hitting at the same time, yes. If the M10
So the
back
same
starts backing up-
situation.
Mhm.
The same situation should go on with the DT, where the DT will outbeat the M10 if you have a little more distance.
But the DT, you can still do damage to them in the meantime. The Excalibur, you're either doing damage or you're not, right? You can still whittle someone down for your team. to
Yeah,
help
but-
out. I don't know. What do
Yeah, but
think,
if you
Chad?
had a damaged, if you have a difference in damage at distance, right? I mean, there's other games where shotguns already work this way, right? The slower
Sure.
fire rate shotguns have more range, and the
Right.
faster fire rate shotguns have less range.
But a lot of those games aren't right next to each other games in terms of fighting. They're usually you want a rifle most times in those games. And also the shotguns in those games are nuts. Like Battlefield 2042 shotgun or like other Battlefields, you put a slug in the shotgun, you can fire that thing at like mid-range. Allow us to load the DT with slugs.
That
Let
would
me
be
put
interesting.
let me use
exactly.
my
That's what I'm
sniper
saying.
ammo in
That's
the
literally what I'm
DT.
saying though. Is like give us
Remove
a
the
ranged
Seiko,
shotgun. Like make it
Remove the Seiko and let me like
You know
switch
the,
ammo types where I can just shove the sniper ammo into
the
my
Monte.
DT.
Is it the Monte Carlo? What's the name of the gun in the Chaperone in Destiny? It's a slug shotgun in Destiny. You can like map people with it.
Excalibur is not a permanent weapon, it's just a seasonal. You are correct.
Yep.
So, that is something to be aware of. Matadors did exist in the game. And after they fixed them, you could probably outdamage an M10 with a gold v gold. You think Matadors would win? I think Matadors would win.
Versus an M10?
Yeah, gold. Close
Yeah.
range.
But the Matador had that weird 4-bullet spread where sometimes it just wouldn't hit the person. I don't know. But maybe that's better
That was the
now
shotgun
that they
fix.
changed the...
Yeah, so that was the
Oh,
fix.
okay. Yeah.
The spread is
Because
still
sometimes
pretty
you would
wide.
have them right
Like,
on
if they're
somebody
far
and
away.
it wouldn't do anything.
The spread is pretty wide for the Matadors, right?
Right.
And the
But
damage
that's just
changed with
supposed to be so
rarity.
you can't shoot it at range.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, is that what the M10 needs? Does it just need the spread to be wider so that if you are shooting the M10 at range, then or like middle range?
If anything, nerf the range on the
You
M10
can't really nerf
and
the
buff
range.
the range on the DT.
You can only how would you
You
nerf
can.
range? You can either make the spread wider.
Damage fall off.
the shotguns don't really have damage,
fall off.
Like even here to that truck isn't.
Add
It's
it.
not gonna fall off. Add
That's what I'm saying.
fall off
give
to a
it damage fall
shotgun.
off. Yeah.
The pellets disappear after a certain amount. Like I'm pretty sure the damage is full until the pellets disappear.
I would say, like if I'm shooting somebody from here to that corner, it shouldn't do full damage.
I'd say it should do full damage, but the
But a
spread should be
DT could.
wider, so you hit with less pellets. And the DT should have the same spread, so that you can still hit with all the pellets. So it rewards skill.
Sure.
That'd be my.
Sure. As long as you're accomplishing the like rock paper scissors element, you know, where there's a certain place.
What will the
for
next
something?
seasonal weapon be? You know, we didn't really get a seasonal weapon this season, did we? We got Excalibur, but it's just reskinned katana with slightly more movement speed, right?
Yeah. Which is fun.
Add a bow. Add a bow to the game, and I'll never stop playing the game. No joke. Like bows. Like after playing Larson, I don't mind Larcenauts. It's an alright game. But like that bow
No,
character.
it's a lot better now.
Yeah, and the bow character, I have so much fun playing that bow character. It's like rewarding. It's high skill. It's really cool. Add a bow. That'd be my suggestion. Add a bow to Pop 1. I don't care if the Kingdom update's over. Do a freaking Robin Hood season or something. Now, do you think Excalibur will stay in the game? 'Cause technically, this isn't a season, right?
I think it's getting taken out.
Yeah, it'll be vaulted. Vault
I'm pretty certain.
Vault the Seiko. Let us throw sniper ammo in our DT.
Yep.
I guess they can't vault the Seiko.
Give us a Spartan laser or a rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher that shoots its own grenades. That could be good.
Rebuff the M60. Honestly, like I almost feel like they need to like revisit the M60. Like
It's
you
in
were
a good
asking
spot.
earlier about all the guns.
It's in a good spot. Like the
Wink,
top
wink. Wink, wink.
teams are using the M60.
They're using it again.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing a little bit of it.
Yeah,
It's not like it was,
shreds builds, so your teammates can do damage. And the main thing is the builds. What do you think of a build cap? If they put a build cap of like you can only hold 50 builds. People need to be more careful with their builds.
If anything, maybe they should give people the ability in custom lobbies to do that for comp games. But I think the fun of being able to do like collect tons of builds and make something super crazy, like it's really exciting, and they shouldn't take it out of the game.
I agree. I like randomly going
Give us a setting
satellites and seeing someone has created a massive penis.
Yeah, like you don't want to take that away.
Do you
from...
think that would be good for comp though, like a build limit, or do you think fine the way
I do
it
think
is?
it would be good for comp.
Okay.
I think anything that takes away randomness is good for comp. I know it's a battle royale game and it's like supposed to be random, but I think that if you end up with 12 builds and somebody else has 148.
Yeah, I think that it would help with comp because it would just make people more careful with their builds, right? You could still block a grenade, but you're not going to have someone build 18 builds and easily block the grenade. They're going to have to like skillfully place a couple builds or like risk using too many builds and not having them later. So I think it like raises the skill cap because people need to be more careful with like what they're doing with their builds. But it might be good.
I think it'd be a
I don't
cool
know.
setting for sure. More settings in custom, always good. Please fix lobby crashes and whatever the new crash is, the update. I crash all the time now.
Yep, I have it a bunch.
Every 2 hours I crash when I play.
I know what the error is. I think they do too, so hopefully fixed. There's a textured wand model in the files. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago.
Yeah, so it's actually textured now. And exists like on the bottom of the wand is like.
Well,
it looks
if
like it's
anything's
one of
gonna
the
happen,
crystals.
it's gonna be the next age. Maybe.
What do you think the end of the event's gonna look like? Because war starts next week, right? They do this. They do.
I thought it
Legions for-
started today. I was
Does it start today?
confused.
I think it starts next week. It might
It
start
didn't.
today.
It didn't.
I don't know the time.
Somebody had a theory. Sammy. He was thinking that whatever they do, they're maybe gonna change something in the castle, and then the winning team is gonna have their flags all over the castle.
I think the map change would be bigger than that. I think they're gonna like destroy a part of the map, or
Well, I wasn't really talking about what the map change would be. They'll have I think they're gonna. There's the map change is the same, right? No matter who wins, light or dark, right? The map change is the same because they have to make all this in advance, and they're not gonna make two really big changes ahead of time. So there's a big change that's the same no matter who wins, and then there's probably a subtle tweak depending on who wins that they're gonna do.
right.
You know.
Yeah, it's either dark.
So like the map change could be the same, but then we get flags, and the winning team's flags.
I was thinking it would be like
right?
corrupted area if dark wins, and it'll be like holy area if light wins. But do you think they'll change a part of the map?
It's literally just a shader change.
Or do you think it's going to be something with the castle?
They should. I don't know. I feel like maybe they're going to change a part of the castle.
River. Just
that's what I would say.
Something,
but
add water or something.
They showed a picture of the castle when they talked about map change.
True, but that's also because
so
it's
I don't know. But it could just be it could just because it's still the kingdom. It could even be that like night mode only comes back if dark wins, but I feel like they want to bring back night mode anyways, so I don't think that'll be it.
Night mode will come back for sure.
I do think that whatever the change is the same regardless, and it's a very minor tweak.
We'll have to see when
the core change will be the same.
Does win? We're gonna have to see like what they do, and if it is like, oh, I wonder what that would have looked for dark. Like maybe it'll be something that's like, yeah, there's no way they could have just tweaked something small for that, right? Or it might be something that's like, oh, okay, yeah, I see why it was whatever. But
I just find it hard to believe that they're gonna put in like development time into making like two really big changes, like two complete like massive different maps or anything like that, you know. Mm-hmm. And whatever's going on's got to be done ahead of time, so it just makes sense they have one big change already set and ready to go, and then two little changes based off who wins.
That's fair. Add a teleport tunnel.
But I like that everybody's been pretty into the whole light versus dark thing. Everybody's, asking what team you're on. People are giving each other shit. There's nasty Reddit posts going up. Everybody's accusing each other of cheating. It's been great.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on playing a couple days ago, and then I was literally streaming my task manager, Streamlabs, my frame rate from Steam VR, like a small ass window for Population 1, and then something else. Like I was basically just like streaming it live so that like people like I could have Exo watch and like help me out, like look at the frame rate while I'm playing and stuff. Someone followed me, and then I got raided by like 43 people. I'm literally like streaming Task Manager, and I got raided. I'm like, God damn it. So I had to end up playing Pop 1 or I ended up playing Pop 1, not have to, but I ended up playing Pop 1 for like 2 hours. Zoloto and Rasta were on, so I invited both of them. That was a funny team. But one of the first things that happened is someone joined my chat. They're like, hey, I heard Zoloto cheats. I'm like, yeah, people also say that I cheat. People probably say Starwind cheats.
People accuse lots of people of cheating.
People get accused of cheating all the time. But I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
People accuse
or they even post a video. I've even gone into Reddit posts where somebody posted a video and they're like, this person's cheating, look. And I'm like, that's clearly just like cheating.
Yeah, there's a Facebook post.
It's just someone
like,
good.
There was a Facebook post. It was really funny because they're like, this person's cheating. And it's like them head peeking over a wall spraying the person they're accusing of cheating with a P90, and they're like missing all their shots. I'm like, what? It was funny.
I've seen very few credible cheating posts. Very few.
Yeah. There's been a
and
couple.
I've experienced
there
very
is,
little cheating.
There have been cheaters.
It has happened, but it's been a while, honestly. There was a small little phase where a lot of people were using rapid fire mods, and then they capped the fire rate, and that kind of all stopped.
I don't know how they did that either, because they didn't even cap the fire rate. I think they just started banning everybody that was doing it. I don't know what they were doing. I spent like 3 hours in.
No. They had to cap the fire rate because
the
fire
rate
the same
didn't
glitch
get
and
changed.
it doesn't.
Or are you talking about the MK, or what are you talking about?
Yeah.
The MK fire rate's been capped.
The
PX4 you can still do it.
Right.
They didn't cap it.
But at one point in time, wasn't, and you could rapid fire it pretty easy.
Right, but you can still do it. You can still rapid fire it. The same way.
It doesn't shoot as fast.
No, it
as
does. They didn't change anything. The only The weird thing that was going on was the MK full auto. I don't know what that was. I spent so many hours changing my settings around in custom lobbies, trying to figure out how to do that. I couldn't figure it out. But if you like do the PX4 glitch with the MK, the fire rate's still capped. It'll still just like shoot between bursts. Like
No, that's what I'm saying.
But that's always been a thing. The MK always had that. It always
So
had
only
a
the
fire rate.
PX4 didn't have a cap.
The PX4 still doesn't have it. Well, it has a cap. The cap is just ridiculously high. They didn't change either of the guns. You can still do it the same way. People stopped complaining about it because they realized
Because
how useless
I was
it is.
fairly certain that the rapid fire MK stuff was literally just the same
Nope.
controller binding glitch.
Nope. I tried. Like, as soon as I found out about it, I was trying to change. Like, I did the PX4 thing, got the PX4 thing. Like, I know how to do all the settings, and I like recorded me doing it live.
You don't even need settings. I can do it manually.
Right. You can
It's
find
not,
the like
practical.
1% like of your trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still works.
It's not practical to do mid game unless you like
No.
go in and like perma change.
But I did it in the
settings, but it's
Steam
doable.
settings to make it like permanent, and then I would like test out with the MK, and I tested out with different things. Couldn't figure out how to full auto the MK, but they didn't change any of the settings though. You can still full auto the PX4, same way.
Nope. Either way, I haven't had cheaters in a long time, and even when I have, it's been rare.
Oculus glitch.
And I've got like 1,000 hours.
Pressing your Oculus menu. A lot of people confused that with like people
I thought they
lagging.
fixed that.
It did get fixed, but it didn't really help. Like it lets you like teleport a little bit, but you'd be facing the wrong direction and like all sorts. Like, you couldn't fire while you were doing it. It seemed like a glitch that like would help you get away, but then people were like dying, and I'm like, yeah, it seems more like
You
lag.
could trick people with it a little bit. You could do some fake outs and stuff. It was annoying, but it wasn't like.
There's a teleport glitch that I can do, and I could use it to fake people out really hard in comp games. It would be hilarious because I could just have people chase me and then teleport.
Poof.
But
Ninja smoke bomb. Go.
yeah, smoke bomb. But that's a funny glitch.
Sumatchi has next season weapons. It's ninja smoke bombs.
Ninja smoke bombs. A lot of people ask for smoke grenades.
I don't know what they. I don't know. Maybe I've never. I mean, maybe.
The main issue with adding
Maybe.
any more items is what is it replacing in your inventory? Say your inventory is gold Seiko, gold AK, 2 bananas,
I wouldn't pick a smoke grenade up over anything.
right? Yeah.
I would carry a banana.
Why would
I would
I carry
shields.
something that
I would
doesn't do
carry regular
damage?
grenades.
Or heal me.
I would carry anything but a smoke grenade. That smoke grenade better be a big ass smoke grenade. Like it better smoke out the whole tower.
Yeah.
And I better get night vision goggles with it, or else it's not worth it. Like they better be blind, and I could see a flashbang thing way more than a smoke grenade.
That's how you
Like
nerf
if you could
the M10.
flash people,
Mhm.
yeah, if you could flashbang people, oh man,
What about just nerfing
that would
the
be fun.
M10?
I think flashbangs are fun.
What about just nerfing the M10 ammo capacity to 5 from 6?
That might work.
Be less forgiving if you miss your shots.
And then buff the damage just a little.
I don't think you need to buff the damage. It still kills in 4 shots, right? You're only nerfing the.
I'm gonna send you a clip though. You'll see the tracers go above his head a lot of the time, but I'm gonna send you a clip of where I just literally have my M10 right on this guy's head, and it's not doing.
How
full
long ago
damage.
is it? How long ago is it? Because that might have gotten fixed.
I
with
think it was after
update.
the update.
Really?
No, I think it was after the update.
You need to check because I think they fixed that. But maybe Steam VR users just attract M10 bullets more. Oculus users dodge M10. I don't know. Probably hacks.
Probably. That's what any gamer that loses. It's
I'm just gonna
definitely
reply
not
with
your
that
fault.
from
It's
now
definitely
on. Probably hacks.
lag or a hack, or bad game.
Or
Could
a
be
lag
bad
hack,
game.
or a lag hack, or lag switch.
It could be lag, switch hack, bad game, all combined.
Mm-hmm. Also Seiko.
It's usually one of the three.
All right. Well, Jert's dead. And Drason's dead.
Hey, they just left us. They don't
Yeah.
care. Pasta only came to meme.
Yep. Is there any questions that chat has for this? Anything else you want to add, or anything you're saying? You have a new avatar that you're using today. You're using PJ last time. Go show the camera. Stand up.
I think people kind of saw this the first time we showed off this map because I was in it while we were
Mhm.
walking around showing it off.
Jump on the table.
Oh.
Show everybody off.
But gotta jump on the table.
Perfect. I can do this. Okay. Here, let me just do disable.
I'm like
camera.
unexpectedly having to stand up in my room.
There we go. Look at it. Look at Starwind, guys. This is the guy that winds stars. He just twists them up.
This is what I really look like under the PJ
This is what it
avatar
looks
all
like.
this whole last year.
This is 1-to-1 representation of how he looks in real life.
You know what's funny? And people that don't know this, which is most people, I actually have elf ears in real life.
Oh.
Like my ears actually pointy.
You look like this too.
Funny,
You got
funny,
the
funny
chain?
lore
Do you
fact
have the
about
chain?
Starwind.
Do you have the chain?
No, I did when I was younger. I did wear a lot of chains when I was younger.
It's probably because of Kingdom Hearts. Oh, Sora in Smash. Sora in Smash. How's that?
Sora in Smash was amazing. I was literally like almost in tears watching it.
It was freaking epic.
That's the first thing that came to my mind when you said chains. It's Sora and his massive chain coming out of his pocket.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
What about 6 builds at start? That'd be funny, Bill. But people would get boxed into the goddamn platform and wouldn't be able to do anything. So
The builds could spawn in when your knife does, but it would still be kind of dumb because it would be hard to knife people. They would just build
right.
and shoot you.
I saw the strategy, which is you get close to someone with an Excalibur, and then you put the Excalibur away and you build a wall behind them so they can't run anymore, and then you pull the Excalibur back out and you sort them. Because people can like sometimes like turn around and climb and like run really fast, but if you like block them off from being able to run,
I would do stuff like
or
that
corner
to
them.
like trick people. Like when we would do like sorting matches and custom lobbies, I would leave my sword out so they couldn't judge distance as well, and then I'd pull it out as I got to them.
What about? All right, back to Sora and Smash. Sora and Smash. Sora's in Smash, guys. I think it's the last DLC for Smash, right?
Yeah, we're not
For
getting
this one?
Goku.
Sorry, guys, no Goku.
I feel like they need to add Goku and Master Chief
Master Chief.
Before they really give up.
Dante
Because
from Devil May Cry.
Microsoft literally asked them to add Master Chief. It's not like Nintendo has to like go to Microsoft and be like, "Hey, do you want to put Master Chief in here?" Microsoft is literally like, "Please put Master Chief in Smash Bros. We'll let you." And they're like, "Oh, sorry, we're already done." Like, come on, just do it. You could have Solid Snake and Master Chief fight each other.
That's true. That would be a fun game. But here we are, Sora. Would you give up Sora for Master Chief?
No.
There you go. There you have it.
And here's a big thing too with Sora is like now you have Kingdom Hearts music in the game. I'm just always gonna listen to Kingdom Hearts music while I play.
It's a good one. I mean, Final Fantasy music's in there too, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think Kingdom Hearts music though, I like better.
That's fair. Anything else we want to add for now? Oh, Pop 1 anniversary is next week. Next week. 1 year anniversary of the game.
1 year. It's crazy.
Next week.
Crazy.
We're gonna be doing Pop 1 custom.
I remember
lobbies.
when people were first telling me about this game, they were beta testing it, and they're like, "Yo, there's this really good VR shooter coming out."
I was like, all right, we'll see.
We'll see
you
about that. Yeah,
We'll see.
I was
We'll
skeptical.
see about
My
that.
friend
Here I
convinced
am a
me to
year
get it.
later, 1,000 hours.
One of my friends convinced me to get this game. I was like, fine, play it with you. I was like, all right, this is the game that I play. But yeah, that's next week on the 22nd. We're gonna do VR, or we're gonna do Pop 1 custom lobbies, and then we're gonna hop in VR chat for a party. If anybody wants to join, that'll be next week. And there's so many events going on next week. Like there's like 3 different tournaments and lots of stuff. So check the Discords, like the Pop 1 Discords, because there's a lot of people advertising all of their different events. But that'll be next week, and we'll be able to talk about that next Thursday too. Anything else you want to add for today? Any other
No.
games? Any other patch things? Any changes you want to see? Dark sucks.
Fuck you, and y'all are cheaters. Add rocket launchers and lasers to the game.
Sharks with laser
Nerf
beams?
light side.
Nerf light side. We're too good.
Yep.
And all right,
Ban Caleb, take all his crystals, and problem solved.
that's fair. But sucks to suck. That's all I have to say to you. Light side's better. Thanks for watching, guys. I think I got blocked or he left. I think he made a just. I think Starwind's gone, guys. I think I got blocked. But thanks for coming by. I'm using this avatar this time. Let me know if you like this one more than the other one. I'll probably still use the other one because technically that's mine. And this is a retextured. So, bye. Bye, stream.
I rage quit.
I might
quit.
I might stream again after this, but I have to go get all of this set up for YouTube first. So, goodbye.
Do we need
Shirt
to
is
use a
always so
proper,
unruly.
Like a special avatar?
Just don't whip your dick out because I'm live streaming right now.
Oh,
And then
okay.
everything's fine.
Okay.
See? He said okay.
Try
not,
that chair over there. You're kind of bright there. It's probably the same on that side.
You
I just
notice?
need to turn the
See,
light
Starman,
on.
you notice how I said don't whip your dick out and he said okay? He didn't say don't worry, this
Or it could be
avatar
your
doesn't have a
shader.
dick. You notice that, Starman? Did you notice that?
Does the avatar have a dick?
Like all my favorite avatars have one.
All of them. See, all of them Starwind.
all famous ones. All famous ones have one.
Oh,
It's
man.
like mandatory right like at the moment.
It's mandatory at the moment that
Even-
all avatars.
All famous avatars have a
I'm
dick.
so
Even the
confused.
female ones.
That is a regardless
Why
of
am I
gender.
in the floor?